Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
I'm Tony.
I'm Kristen.
And today we are going to do some story time with you.
We're going to be talking about dating disasters because, you know, we've had a few.
I would probably call this part one because there's probably several videos we could do on stories this.
We'll just keep them coming.
We're going to tell you two pretty epic, pretty awesome ones that we've each experienced.
Yeah. And they're kind of similar in, you know,
so grab a
some
drink
ways.
and enjoy.
You'll know how they're similar by the end. So mine starts off with us going to Ocean City, Maryland last summer. We had an amazing time.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was the most epic time ever. Anybody that lives on the East Coast, like, definitely check out Ocean City, Maryland. And anybody that's been there probably knows to always go to Secrets. That's where it's all happening.
The #1 spot. Always a good time.
So mine starts off, I think it was like a Saturday night.
Friday night?
I think it was a Friday night, yeah. So it was a Friday night. So this guy comes up to me around, I guess it was like 12 o'clock, maybe 11, 12, around that time frame. And I'm talking to him, like, I really like him. He seems nice, normal, you know, just a nice summer night, you know.
Well, I think it's important to note that we knew the band and he knew the band. So he wasn't like a complete stranger either. Like, we didn't know him,
Right.
but like we had people in common.
Yeah.
So he wasn't a complete stranger or like creeper or anything like that.
Yeah, he actually used to be a member of the band who played my friend's wedding. So
we knew him
we
through
had mutual
association.
friends, yeah. So I knew he was a nice guy. I knew he was normal. And he seemed normal. I was enjoying talking to him.
Yeah, we were dancing, drinking, having fun.
It was a great few hours. And then I think the club closes around like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it closed at 3, not 2. So we're all like walking back. He's gonna go to his place. I'm gonna go to my place. I start to realize this guy is bombed. Like, everybody's been drinking. Everybody, you know, was feeling it. But this guy is just off his rocker, wasted.
Like, imagine someone who's 6'3" and literally stumbling and falling all over
everywhere.
the place.
I have to hold him up. He takes off his shoes. He's like not wearing shoes now. I have to carry his shoes. He starts telling me that he loves me. Like, I've known him for maybe 3 hours. And now he's in love. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get rid of this guy. I'm like, he's losing it. So we get in a cab and we want to go to our hotel. I want him to go to his hotel. We're just sharing a cab here. So we get to our hotel. We stop and we're like, bye, you know, nice to see you. It was nice seeing you again. And I realize he like can barely speak. He's lost his wallet. He doesn't know where he's going.
No cell phone. His cell phone's gone.
No cell phone. I'm like, crap.
Literally has no idea. Where are you staying? Couldn't even answer us.
No idea. So now I'm stuck with him. I gotta bring him back to our hotel room because I can't just let him go in a cab by himself.
If something happens to him, he has no idea where he's going.
It's totally my responsibility now. So the other girls go up to the room and I'm like trying to get this guy into the room, whatever. And then I realize I don't have a key to our room. And by the time I get him up to our room, like, you know, the stumbling fool, they're asleep.
Oops.
So they don't hear me knocking. I don't even know if I'm at the right room, actually. So I'm like, okay. Crazy dude, you sit down right here. I'm gonna go get help. So I go down. I go to the receptionist guy. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm asking him to let me into this room. And I guess I seem like a nice girl. He trusted me enough to let me into the room. Even though the room wasn't in my name either. So I really had to convince this guy to let me in and help me out here. So he comes up with me. And as we get up, this drunk fool has now like taken off his clothes. He's in his boxers.
In the hallway of the hotel.
Stumbling all over the place.
Falling into walls.
So now I have the receptionist guy looking at me like, really? You want me to let you into this room? I'm like, just ignore that guy. Just ignore him. Like, come on. So he does. He lets me into the room, thank God. So that's one problem solved. So then this drunk fool just falls asleep on the kitchen floor on top of some water bottles.
A package of water bottles
Sure.
he uses as a pillow.
Sure. Go for it. Here's a blanket. Good night. So I think I'm done now. I'm like, okay, I'll just keep an eye on him every once in a while and it'll be good.
Morning will come, we'll get rid of him, find out where he's supposed to go.
They're passed out in the other room. I'm in the living room. He's on the kitchen floor. And in the middle of the night, I'm gonna say like 2 or 3 hours later, I guess this is probably like early morning at this point, I hear this noise. I'm like, what is that noise? Like, is somebody running water? I'm like, no. Somebody's peeing. He's peeing in the kitchen. Where is he peeing though? I'm like, are you peeing? Are you peeing right now? And I can't see because it's all dark. I can't see anything. And I'm yelling at him, are you peeing? And he's not answering me. So now I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where he's peeing, what's happening. I don't even know if he is peeing. Stand up, try and turn on lights. He's peeing on the stove. On top of a pizza that my friends had just bought.
It was a whole pizza that we never ate. And he's peeing
on the stove.
All over it.
I don't even understand how it really reached the stove, all the pee, but there's just pee everywhere.
He was really tall.
Yeah, he was really tall.
And I guess that's how you're able to pee on a stove, but...
So, I think me yelling at him kind of snapped it out of him, and then he kind of realized what was happening, so... He cleaned it up. He, you know, sobered up enough to do that. And then I sent him on his way.
Then it was time to go.
It was over after that. I can't babysit you anymore. It's time to go.
So he left.
He left.
He was sober enough to find his way back.
Somewhat.
And we wish him all the best.
Yeah. He did end up crossing a bridge that he wasn't supposed to cross. And the cops did pick him up. We did find that out. But we know he's safe and alive.
We did. We checked a few hours later on the... We called the band and we were like, do you guys have him? And he was safe and good and really embarrassed, as you can only imagine.
Which, you know, it happens.
It does happen.
It does happen. So, you never know. Alright, so now we're gonna head into Tony's story.
Oh my god. I can't
believe Which is way better than this last story.
I can't believe I'm about to tell this. Okay, so I guess maybe September of 2016, I was on Tinder. And
good old Tinder.
Never disappoints, or does it? And I was talking to this guy. We probably started talking on a Monday. Texting all the time. He was calling me at night. Like, we really got to know each other. So Saturday we made plans to go out. Talked all week. I felt really comfortable going to meet him. We went to the local bar not far from my place, and you know, we sat at the bar. I had one drink, and you know, conversation was good. We were getting along good. Everything was good, but I noticed he was like drinking a lot, like more than you're supposed to drink on a date, or more than you're supposed to.
We know how that ends up.
Yeah, more than you're supposed to drink and then be able to drive. So I mean, we're talking, started out with beers and shots, and then, you know, mixed drinks, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, you know, I mean, he was really tall too, probably like 6'5", so I was like, maybe he can just really handle his alcohol. I think I had one margarita.
Two drink maximum.
The whole time.
Two drink maximum, people.
So we're there for hours. So I mean, he really drank a lot. So we get up to leave, and like, he can barely walk, and I'm like, oh my god. So we're like stumbling out to the parking lot, and he is like not steady on his feet, like at all. So I'm like, okay, well, now what am I gonna do? Like, I can't let this guy get in his car and drive home.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's so much easier in hindsight to go back and think of what you should have done, but I'm just gonna tell you what I did do and judge as you will. So I put him in my car, and I was like, I guess I'll just, I was like a mile from my house. I was like, I guess I'll just take him back to my place and let him sober up. I was like, that's the only way I'll be able to go about this with a clear conscience and not worry about what happened to him.
Because you'd feel terrible if something did happen.
Right. In hindsight, I should have called an Uber. I didn't. I took him back to my place. So bring him back, get him inside. That was a project all on its own. And immediately he's like, you know, you have anything to drink? I was like, oh my god. I was like, I have vodka. I was like, but I think we're good. So I go to pee, and I come out, and he has the vodka bottle out, and he's just pouring it in a glass, like just like this. and ripping shots out of it. And I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So I just put on the TV and, you know, he's just like laying on the couch. I'm just sitting here. I was like, all right, it's fine. It's whatever. So he has his phone plugged in my kitchen. So he keeps like going back and forth to the kitchen. And I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in this scenario. Like, I cannot believe this situation's really happening to me. So I'm just watching TV. Like, I really am in a bad mood. It's a terrible, terrible way to end a date. And I noticed he's been like gone for a really long time. And I'm like, where the hell did he go? So I get up, I look in the kitchen, he's not there. I look in the bathroom, he's not there. I go into my bedroom and there he is, lying on top of all my covers, butt naked. So I'm like, okay, well, that's awesome. So I close my bedroom door and I come out into the living room. I'm like, well, I'll sleep out here. So I make myself a bed on the couch and I'm watching TV and I'm like, well, you know, I don't know that I really feel comfortable falling asleep with this guy here. So maybe I'll just stay up, blah, blah, blah. I go into the kitchen. The entire bottle of vodka is gone. He drank the entire, it was a fifth of 3 olives. Okay, I had maybe had one drink out of it and the whole bottle is gone.
Wow.
So now I'm like, oh my God, this is so insane. So I was like, well, I'm kind of hungry and I had all these sushi leftovers from lunch. I'd ordered like a ton of sushi and then never ate it. So I open up the fridge, I take out my sushi and there was probably 3 full rolls in there. I take out the tray and there's one piece just sitting in the middle.
He ate all of her sushi.
3 rolls of sushi. Like, that's cheap. So my whole bottle of vodka's gone. All my sushi's gone.
Gotta keep a tab going here.
I don't even know him and he's naked asleep on top of my bed. So
he's a winner. He's a winner, girls.
Yeah, I'm sure he's still single if you're looking for him.
Check him out on Tinder.
So I guess I fall asleep on the couch for a little bit. And then probably 6:30, 7 a.m., I hear like a can cracking. And I get up and I go in the kitchen and he's dressed, standing in my fridge, and I had the Barefoot Spritzer cans of wine. And they were really hard to get last summer, so I had a stockpile of them, red and white. And there he is standing in my kitchen, chugging them. Like, chugging cans of wine. And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, he's like, I really wanted to try these. I'm like, it's 7 in the morning. I said, and you need to be able to drive home. And he was like, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. So at this point, I'm realizing that I made a huge mistake bringing him here. And now I'm stuck in my apartment with a ridiculous alcoholic stranger and not quite sure what he's capable of. So I'm just trying to play the game and get him out. So he's probably 3 cans of wine deep, I would say.
Just keeps on going.
And he comes and sits on the couch and he's like, you should go to ShopRite and get us stuff to make for lunch. Lunch. I said, oh, well, it's Sunday, and you know, on Sundays I go and I spend the whole day at my dad's. I lied.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, we do a whole family thing all day, big family dinner. And he's like, oh, well, how long are you gonna be? I could just, you know, wait here for you. No, I said, oh, it's an all day thing. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. So he's like, oh, okay, you know, bummer. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, bummer. So I go, I shower, I put on makeup, I get dressed so that I can go drop him off and pretend like I'm really have somewhere to be, which I don't. So do all that. And then I'm like, okay, come on, I'll take you back to your car now. And he stands up, goes into my fridge, grabs an entire giant bottle of Gatorade and turns to leave.
What a piece of work.
So his parting gift was taking the Gatorade. I take him back to his car. You know, he talks about what a great time he had and we should do this again. And like, I can feel myself like wanting to vomit, and I say goodbye to him and I drive home. So I come back up my stairs. As I'm walking up my stairs, I delete Tinder right in that moment. I was like, I never, ever want to be on Tinder again. Before I reached the top of my steps, Tinder was gone.
Wait for it.
I pass by my kitchen and there's probably 7 cans of wine empty in the garbage. He had probably, while I was between showering and all that, so we were talking severe alcohol problem. Ooh. So then I'm like, all right, well now I have to wash all of my bedding because this disgusting alcoholic stranger was sleeping in my bed. So my blankets are all rumpled, and I take them and I pull them, and I notice in the middle of my bed there's poop. Human poop. He pooped in my bed.
He shit in her bed.
He was so drunk.
He shit in her bed.
He shit my bed. This drunk alcoholic stranger off Tinder shit my bed. I then picked up my phone. I blocked him on everything you could block a person on. I probably cried a little bit. Threw out all of my bedding. And yep, and this is what I'm left with, this story that is everyone's favorite story to hear.
It's the best story ever. Like, it cracks me up.
It's a crowd pleaser for sure. Thought I'd share it with you guys. I mean, what else can I take from it other than to make other people laugh? So yeah, I think that's our dating disasters part one. Definitely stay tuned. There's more. There's way more to come.
We're both single, so we'll keep them
we're still creating more too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like our channel, please press subscribe, like the video, or leave a comment.
Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.